when we originally started, we really wanted to come out with an app. That was kind of our thinking, was especially with the Rick's owner. He was like, and even to this day, like he loves the retargeting aspect. And there were some companies that were trying stuff similar to us. So we're like, are we really going to launch, not have an app, not be able to retarget, and come out with a worse product, or just like a worse solution? But then we didn't really have any money at that point. And then to make an app, it was like 3 to 6 months. So we essentially were, is there any way we could do this off of a Squarespace? And this was like 3 quotes in. So we like shopped around.
We spent literally months thinking through the dev shop route.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would even say that we weren't even at the start, we weren't even open-minded to coming out the website. We were just like, we have to use an app. Like, we can't come out with something that's worse than other people are doing. So yeah, then finally, I mean,
that was my brother. My brother was essentially like, are you guys sure that you need an app? Like, this seems like a lot, and you don't even know if this idea is going to work yet. And so yeah, so the first big decision was making a Squarespace, which essentially there was no ticket verification. This product was like,
it was the receipt, the email receipt, which there wasn't a product. So it was just literally emailing them that they'd placed an order when there wasn't anything to even order.
The customer
was
the venue ticket had nothing on their end at all to verify any purchase. So it was like really pretty bad. Like they could screenshot it. Like they could buy a pass of 4 people, leave or go in. Then that person who had the ticket could come back, get 3 more people, all that stuff. And we were like, really, like, are we sure this is a good idea? But it was like one of the best decisions we made. And I think it was, again, it did coincide with this class of you guys being like, just like try, like, don't worry, like it.
Well, the thing we'd heard, like, I mean, think about an MVP and like what you're really trying to test. The real test isn't, and this is just how we missed the mark and weren't thinking correctly. The real test isn't, will people use an app or a website or whatever. The real test is, will people pay money to skip the line? And can we make a venue money? And we can accomplish that test with the website. And we did accomplish that test with the website for a year and a half before we came out.
And everything was like we there were so many things that we thought, okay, even in an MVP, they need to be able to verify the tickets. Like that was just something that felt like was needed, and it wasn't. Or like for the paying, like the first year, 2 years of the company, it was all physical checks. Like,
and even the venues, we thought that the pitch was gonna be showing them a product demo and all this stuff. Like the pitch was literally, we will make you guys money. And they wouldn't even really,
they didn't even pay attention. Like we were so scared to show them this product demo that wasn't going to have the receipt and the barcode and all that stuff. And they didn't even, they might have asked for the demo.
We didn't lose sales because we didn't have an app. That's just not, that wasn't even like remotely it, which thinking about it, we in the early days thought that, oh my God, we need this. And the other thing is, doing the dev shop route, we didn't have technical skills. Like we literally didn't have a technical co-founder that knew how to code. So what little money we had, we would have spent all of that on doing this dev shop, and we wouldn't have been able to, like, we were able to buy a $3,000 car, which literally drove us around the entire country, and is like why we got sales. And we were able to pay for a $50 a night hotel 6 or motel 6. I mean, that's like, we actually were able to use the money to grow the business as opposed to waiting around for 6 months.
The one thing also that's interesting just about from what did make the sale, because we didn't have a good product, I think the venue owner, what we were pitching, which worked, was like, we will be there the night. Like we will make sure that it goes smooth. like, please let us try this. We weren't like, you have to sign something right now. We're like we were pretty transparent that it was something new, but like he knew, like I think he was honest with us about like, you guys need to be here. I'm not going to do this unless I'm getting a lot of help. And we were pretty honest, like, this is our first time, and we want to get your feedback. And if it doesn't work, like, no hard feelings, basically, which I think really helped.